Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 19th of December. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, okay, now Bitcoin, Solana and Ethereum all been forming bear flags, and they're all broken down. Bitcoin did not make it to the lows yesterday, and we're seeing a decent rally. We have not made it over the last short-term high. And on the 15-minute, that is, I think, a 15-minute sell signal, which is fixed. Looking at Solana, that again has broken down. This one has made the retest of the low. This got down to 116.85, so it's more than retested this low at 121.54, and we rallied. And again, we've not got over the last short-term high, and we did have a 15-minute sell signal brewing, but that has now failed. We've lost the divergence. On the Ethereum chart, we've broken down, rallying. The thing is, we could have double bottoms here, break up from there, and that's a little double bottom that gets us back up to about the 32.20 area. Looking at Solana, not really much of a double bottom because the that spike down at the end was a little too much. But on Bitcoin, again, that would make a pretty decent looking double bottom. I am wondering about that, although the double bottom would be here, 90.3k, and the target would be, well, basically at a retest of this high here at 94k. So that is interesting, because one thing I'm considering is the possibility that we might see a more muted rally as the into Christmas, as we see these bear flags expand into larger bear flags on Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think we were thrown off track yesterday. We should have retested the lows on all of them yesterday. But the inflation numbers, which are frankly suspect, but going to be reading more about that over the weekend, I would have thought. Inflation numbers came out, and that threw off the day. So the question is, are we going to just go back onto the obvious track, which is that we go up today, and we make a number of lows on equities, and that we make the obvious lows on the flags here, and then just come back for them later? Or do we continue down and do that now? So keeping an open mind on that. Looking at the hourly chart, we've not got a lot to really help us on there, but we could expand into a larger flag here. And the same goes for Ethereum. Although typically I don't expect that generally to happen on a flag channel, and this was a flag channel. We will see. The obvious thing to do would be to go down. I'm just wondering, bullish leaning day today. We're really getting pretty close to Christmas now. I'm wondering if we're going to rally first. We will see. In terms of the obvious targets on the upside, if we go higher than we've gone already, we've got 89,654 on Bitcoin as the daily middle band, and we're about 1,700 below that at the moment. On Solana, we've got the daily middle band at, daily middle band at 132.24. We're currently at 125.76, so we've sort of got back halfway to the daily middle band from the what wasn't quite a touch, but was a visual touch of the 3SD lower band yesterday. Looking at Ethereum, we've got the daily middle band at 3052. We're currently at 29.56. I'm wondering about a rally here, and particularly with that Solana touch of the 3SD lower band. I think we'll generally see a pretty strong rally from a touch like that, and well, that was a touch like that, obviously. So it wasn't quite a touch in terms of the numbers. I think by the end of the day, the 3SD lower band was at about $1 below the low for the day, but nonetheless, it got close enough for a visual touch, and that's generally close enough. All right, great. Let's watch and see how that goes. But I'm leaning towards. Well, I think it depends how obvious it is. I don't think it's that obvious through the market at the moment how suspect the inflation number yesterday morning was. If it becomes a real point of discussion, then honestly, that may actually cause some significant issues just on its own. I'm keeping an open mind here, waiting to see. But at the moment, we're kind of at a cusp of a. More interesting, you can see last short-term high was 89.5. We're below it on Bitcoin, and we're below that 128.95 on Solana. and we're below on Ethereum as well. Once we start breaking up over those, then I think it's more likely that we're probably going to rally from here, and that everything goes up today, and we may not come back to that till after Christmas. While we are below, and we're still making a lower high, I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to come back and do those targets. We shall see. All right, great. Let's have a look at questions. Yeah, and the Friday prices on Black Friday are discounting I saw as well. That's I think I'm not really looking for the macro to take over. Not in December, not just for Christmas. I would be surprised. But I think there will be discussion about those numbers over Christmas. We will see. All right, great. In that case, I think that's a wrap. Everyone take care, and I'll catch you guys on Monday morning. Cheers.